Hi guys, it's Chad with Above Ground Pros. I wanted to go over some of the pros and the cons of installing a main drain in your above ground pool. Now, to explain to you basically what a main drain is for instance, it's the drain in the center of your pool that's going to intake water into your filter system from the floor of the pool, from the center of the floor of the pool. Now, in an in-ground situation, a main drain is essential. You're going to have an 8-foot deep end in the deep part of the pool, and all you have is skimmers at the top of the water. You have to have some circulation coming from the bottom of that pool because you have 8-foot depth of water. In an above ground pool, it's not necessarily an essential. It's more of an option because you're only dealing with 4 feet of water depth, and the pump and filters that are putting on these above ground pools, you're getting great circulation without a main drain to begin with. But depending on what your situation is, a main drain may be a good option for you, okay? Now, with the pros and the cons, let's start off by talking about the pros. First of all, when you install the main drain at the bottom of the pool in the center, you also have an intake of water at your skimmer at the top. What you can do is you can cut on your skimmer where you're sucking water through the skimmer and cut on the main drain at the same time where you're sucking water from your main drain. And by doing that, you're really getting a lot better circulation in your pool. You're pulling from the top of the water and cleaning it, and you're pulling from the bottom of the pool and cleaning it. So you're getting maximum circulation in your pool. Keeping your chemicals clean, keeping the pool clean is going to be a lot easier with you with a main drain, okay? Now, another pro for the main drain is if you ever had to drain your pool for some reason, you're replacing a liner, you're taking the pool down, moving it, whatever your situation may be, you ever need to drain the pool, there's no easier way to drain a pool than out of a main drain. You turn your skimmer off, you cut your main drain on, and you suck that pool virtually bone dry, okay? It's very easy to drain a pool with a main drain. It keeps you from having to siphon it with a garden hose and this type of stuff. Another aspect of the main drain, and probably the biggest pro of why people put a main drain in an above ground pool. Let me explain this. The way an above ground pool works is you have your skimmer at the top, and you have your return that's circulating your water in a circular fashion. As it's doing that, all the trash on the top of the pool is moving towards the side of the pool as it's spinning around. As it does that, it goes by your skimmer, and your skimmer sucks that trash in and puts it in your skimmer basket. That's what you go out and clean once a week or so, your skimmer basket. What also happens is at the bottom of the pool, the opposite is happening. All the water's spinning, and it's taking all your trash into the center of the pool. Now, this is where the main drain comes in. To lower your amount of vacuuming and cleaning your pool, what you can do is when that trash collects in the center, you can just open your main drain, it sucks that trash into your filter system, you shut the main drain, and you're done. And it's going to keep you from having to vacuum the pool as frequently, okay? This is probably the main reason why people really like the main drain and go with the main drain, is it's going to cut down on you having to vacuum your pool, which realistically is the highest level of maintenance on a pool. Chemicals are easy, backwashing, cleaning your filter is easy, but vacuuming the pool takes a little bit of time. And this is going to reduce that amount of time that it does that. So the pros of the main drain here are you can get better circulation in your pool by cutting the main drain and the skimmer on. You can empty your pool easier, and you can get all the trash in the center of your pool with your circulation and then just suck it out and keep you from having to vacuum as much. Okay, those are the pros of the main drain. Now, let's talk about the cons of the main drain. Number one, you got to pay for it. You got to buy the main drain, you got to have it installed. It's going to cost a certain amount of money. Okay, now, I personally have no problem spending money as long as I'm getting something in return. If I'm not getting anything in return, then I don't want to spend my money on it. So what you're going to have to do is, through this video, I wanted to educate you. You decide your situation and if this main drain is going to be cost effective for you or if it's not, okay? Now, another con of the main drain, aside of the expense you're going to put in it, is if your pool is in a situation, I explained to you a second ago how the water spins around. Up top, all the trash collects on the side. It gets sucked into your skimmer. All the trash collects on the floor in the center, and you suck it out your main drain. If you have a pool that has a lot of debris, you go out and you clean your skimmer basket once a week, and that thing's slap full every week. You're getting a lot of trash in your pool that your skimmer's, a lot of floating trash that your skimmer's cleaning up. What's going to happen with a main drain is with an above ground pump, it's not really designed to suck from two intakes, from a skimmer and a main drain. What happens is when you're bringing your water in, sucking the water into your filter system through your skimmer and the main drain, it's kind of cutting your pump suction in half. So a lot of times if you have lots of debris in the pool, what you're going to notice is for the skimmer, as that water's floating on top and it's spinning around and it's moving to the outside, what's going to happen is, because now your skimmer with your main drain turned on is only running at half suction, a lot of times that trash can come by, and instead of being sucked into the skimmer, it's going to keep going around the pool. Okay? That's a negative of running your skimmer and your main drain at the same time. With a normal above ground pump, it's not going to pull enough power or enough suction, enough circulation to really be able to handle both those intakes going. Now, if your pool's out in the middle of the field, you don't have trees around, you're not getting a tremendous amount of debris in the water, then that's not really going to be an issue for you. If you got a bunch of trees and your skimmer basket's constantly full, you could still go with the main drain, but having that main drain and skimmer run 100% of the time at the same time might not be the way you want to do it. You may notice that trash floating on the top of the water is going to stay on top of the water instead of getting sucked into your skimmer basket. Okay? Now, if you wanted to go and put a bigger pump on your pool, then you're fine. You don't have to worry about that. But just with your average above ground pump, your average 1.5 horsepower pump, you're going to be pushing that. Okay? You're going to be pushing getting optimum circulation from your skimmer. Like I said, if you have a lot of trash. So keep that in mind. Okay? Now, another con, so to speak, of the main drain, as I told you a second ago, the main reason people go with main drains and above grounds is to get all that dirt at the floor of the pool in the center of the pool. You open that main drain, you suck the dirt out, and you're done. That's true. For everybody's situation, that's true. However, it's still going to leave some silt on the floor of the pool. It's not going to completely clean the entire floor of the pool. Over time, over weeks, you're still going to get the dust, the sand that's just floating in the air and getting in your pool, and you're going to get that silt on the bottom of the pool that the main drain's not going to get up, and you're still going to have to vacuum. Now, don't get me wrong, you're not going to have to vacuum near as much with the main drain, but you're still going to have to do some amount of vacuuming. So I just want you to know, don't think that this is going to completely cut your vacuuming out. It's not. You're still going to want to vacuum it to some extent, okay? So those are your pros of the main drain. Those are your cons of the main drain. Your job is to decide your situation and see if, the money you have to spend in this main drain is going to give you back, it's going to be cost effective and give you back something in return. Okay, so you know your pool better than me, better than anybody. You take those pros, you take those cons, and you figure out if a main drain's right for you or if it's not.